Alright, well, this is it. We are ready to go home. There's gonna be many feet of snow at the cabin. All my supplies are up there now. Took them in from outside. Wow, these last 2 years have gone by really fast. And a lot has happened. I have a few videos made about the different things that I've done over the last 2 years, but I kind of wanted to put them all together in this video. When I left in the fall of 2013, the last thing I had done was the insulation. I had to decide what I wanted to do for the walls and ceiling. I decided to use this plywood. It's the same thing that my dad used in his cabin, and we think it ended up turning out pretty good. I think it still has that really rustic look, which is what I was going for. Plus, it was really cost effective. For flooring, I decided to pick up this stuff at Sam's Club. I thought the dark tone and the rustic texture would go really well with the lighter walls. This is the first time I've ever done a floor like this, so it was a learning experience, but I would definitely do another one. Each piece has a groove, and you just set it on top of the piece you laid down before it. It actually ended up being really easy to put in. Plus, the price was right. You got a whole box for like $20. I think for the whole building, I ended up getting about 150 square feet for under $200. And for the end cuts, I just used my circular saw and cut it off. I think overall it turned out pretty nice, and it does contrast really well with the walls. I also used foam insulation for the double doors and the peaks of my cabin. To cut this, I used my circular saw and a long knife. And afterwards, I covered it up with that same plywood I used on the walls. And with that, summer came to an end pretty quickly. I added a heater and was just trying to stay warm for the fall. And this little buddy heater really worked well. So I just shut off the heater. It was down to 28 degrees last night. It stayed about 66 degrees though in here with this just on low. So it worked really, really good. And I actually had the window over here. I had this cracked open about, probably about this much, so that I could get some fresh air right here. And then I also just had the little fan on. I like to sleep with the fan on, so yeah, this worked awesome. Look at her looking at me. She's like, what's he gonna do? Look at her there. Yeah. Now my dad, Carpenter Kev, he's been staying busy, but I will say he's definitely slowed down on helping me with the cabin. But I did get a few good shots of him helping me with the ceiling in here. And he helped me put in this screen door. There's a grumpy old man out there. This summer I kind of put on the last of the finishing touches on the trim. I just used 1x3s that I picked up at Menards for like $1.50 a piece. Pretty much this entire cabin was built using a square, my circular saw, and some screws and a hammer. Oh, and this cheap brad nailer that I picked up at Menards too. It ended up working out really nice. I don't know if I'm gonna finish this at all with anything. I might use some mineral oil on everything just to kind of seal it up. And the loft floor and peak were the last things I really got done this summer. I do plan to go do a little bit more work yet this fall, but I just wanted to make this video as an update and show you where it's at. I always regret not taking more videos of the projects I'm working on, so I'm going to try to get better at that. But until the next video, I hope you guys enjoyed this update. And we'll see you hopefully sooner than 2 years from now.